Hi,
I'm Jay.
Jay. I'm David. Good to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing a research interview for my research topic on genetically modified babies, whether it's ethical to do it or not.
Okay.
So um, I'll be asking you a series of questions, and then you have to answer it from your own perspective.
Okay.
So the first question would be, um, what do you think are genetically modified babies?
Yeah. As best as I understand it, it seems that it would be someone who their mother, when they are a baby, um, gets to say, "I would like a baby that has blue eyes, or this color hair, or is this tall." Different physical attributes. Um, and then the doctor is able to genetically go in and work with the DNA of the preborn baby, probably when it's very small, or just a few molecules, and then to put in the DNA that would make it so that when that baby is born, it does have those attributes that the mother chose. That's and father. That's how I understand it so far.
Nice. So let's say right, in the near future, where 90% of the people of the world are genetically modified, do you think the statement um, everyone is special in their own way still um, practical to be used in that kind of environment?
Would it still make sense?
Yet will it still make sense?
I think it would, because I think a person is more than their physical attributes. So even if everyone looked like so I think of a twin. So if I had a twin brother who looked like me, sounded like me, everything, and even thought similarly to me, right? He would still be a different individual. And so he and I would still be unique in our own ways. And I think this goes to how I understand a person. I don't think of them as just a collection of cells and um, body functions happening and brain activity. I think that there really is a spiritual side to every person, some sort of soul that's inside each person that makes them unique, regardless of the genetic mutations or modifications that happen to that person. So I think we could still say that.
Nice. So next would be like, if given a chance, right, will you genetically modify or genetically enhance your future kids, or will you hope to be able to like hope that your parents genetically modified you?
Yeah, I think I'll focus on the first question because I'm already born and grown up. So and I'm comfortable with who I am as a person and how God's made me. So I'm not seeking to change who I am. But if it came to my own child and I was given the option to genetically modify that child, um, there's two things that make me not want to do that. One thing would be playing God. So I believe that whether I have a son or whether I have a daughter, and how tall, how smart, how fast, how slow, how good looking, or how normal that child turns out to be is not random, but that's chosen by God for that child's good. And so I don't want to tamper with that. I've heard that people sometimes genetically modify for the sake of health, or are considering it for the sake of health. In that case, I'm more inclined to consider that. But the other thing that would make me not want to modify my child is I just recently learned that there's a bit of risk involved in fact, a lot of risk involved in doing that. And so I don't think that collection of molecules or that embryo is just an embryo or just molecules that I can choose what I want to do with or my wife could. I believe that that's a person that hasn't been born yet. And so for me to put their life on the line and risk it for the sake of a child that I would want is, I think, very dangerous and selfish and unethical. And akin to murder or risk murder.
So, from your perspective, right, do you think it's ethical, morally, or whether from religious perspective, is it right to tamper with the genes and to genetically modified babies?
Um, I haven't thought about it a whole lot, so I'm not. My answer is not very sophisticated, but I think it is ethically wrong, as as the technology stands now. I think it is wrong. Ethically.
Nice. Thank you for the interview today.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay.
I've learned a lot from your perspective.
Yeah. Well, thank you for asking these questions. This is a about much. So I hope this interview helps.